Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pooya and Liana Lounge for episode 5, right?
Did you forget?
No. Did it sound like I forgot?
I forgot.
Episode 5, my favorite number. How can I forget my favorite number?
Why is it your favorite number?
I just kind of grew up loving that number. And also, it was kind of one of the numbers that you could wear as a defender for soccer. A lot of soccer players wear number 5. Also, Mambo number 5, elite song.
Classic.
So, yeah, and also I like it because I like when numbers match up. Like even numbers, there's like, you divide them by 2, there's even amounts of them.
Yeah.
Odd numbers don't have that, but with 5 is like almost a mix of both, where it is a pattern, 5, 10, 15, whatever. Like you calculate stuff in 5s and 5 aside, and yeah.
5 aside? Mm-hmm. What is 5 aside?
Like for, you when you play like a pickup game.
Yeah.
5 aside. 5 on each
So
end.
this is all footy references.
Not really.
Mostly motivated by, because I don't know,
it's
this
a
is
fun
gonna blow your mind. But you can also do that with other prime numbers as well. 3, 6, 9.
Damn, she's fine. All right, welcome back to the Pooya and Liana Lounge.
Wow, after that titillating number discussion, why wouldn't you want to listen to this?
Why you prompted me like, why 5
I wanted to know.
You don't know this whole time?
No, I mean I knew your favorite number was 5, but I didn't know why.
And yours is 8.
No, it's 60. You know why? Because it's actually divisible. It's divisible by a bunch of different numbers, including 5.
Yeah.
12 times 5, 60. You're welcome. Also, is the number that I played reference last week. Bing. I was wearing 60.
Was
my
the
number.
bing because you're going to like signal something?
Maybe, or I'll just like pop in old me.
All right, well, we haven't even introduced ourselves, but you know our favorite numbers.
I'm Liana.
I'm Pooya.
Welcome to the Pooya and Liana Lounge.
Yeah,
well, wait,
up?
kicking it up.
Why are you making fun of me?
Is that our catchphrase now?
Me stuttering is the catchphrase?
No. Not the stuttering part of it, but the kicking it up a notch or whatever.
Kicking off the weekend.
There we go.
Kicking
That's
out,
right.
no.
See?
Kicking off the weekend.
It up.
Kicking off the weekend, yeah.
Well, how was your week, Pooya?
Week was good. It was an interesting one for me. Because while I say good, it was good because I had some epiphanies that came from some bad, if that makes sense.
Oh, you want to share?
I mean, I don't know how fun for podcasting the bad was. It wasn't great. It was a lot going on here.
Yeah.
But no, I feel good. I feel like I've come out of it better. They re-released The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. So I've been playing some Sims 2 and getting that nostalgia kick, which has been good as well. And streams have been going well. Podcasts have been going phenomenally. I did my first solo Traders US interview of the season.
That's right. With none other than Bob Harper.
Bob the Harper from
The Biggest Loser. How did you feel doing that solo dolo?
It was fun. Well, the thing is, I enjoy doing exits, period. And
exit interviews,
yeah,
you mean?
Whether I'm doing them with a co-host or not, I enjoy both, but they are different experiences.
Okay.
I feel like when you're there with a co-host, you have to, it's kind of all about timing and also kind of going in, it's going to be like a table tennis, like, okay, you hit one, then I hit one. But the problem with that is sometimes when they hit one, what you're going to hit next is going to take you off script a little bit, but you want to remember to keep that in there. But when it's one-on-one, I can kind of just vibe out with the person where I have some questions I want to ask, but if we're having fun talking about some other stuff, I might not even talk about the show with you. We'll just have a good time.
Right. And you have a limited amount of time, right?
It's like 15 minutes. I'm told, keep the chat open on the side in case we got to give you the 2-minute warning. And I'm like, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've never had the honor of doing an exit interview except for Jamie and Amy from Lego Masters.
Yeah,
we got to do an interview with them. And it was kind of similar, but we got plenty of time. I think we got like 30 minutes or something. So we had enough time to talk about all the things we wanted to address.
Peek behind the scenes. They're a lot more generous with their time with Traders Canada as well.
Yeah.
So.
Because you did all the Traders Canada ones as well.
Yeah. So it still hasn't stuck to me. Like it's still absolutely surreal every time I get to do an exit interview. Because I'm like, this is the person I watched on TV, especially with some of these people that I've watched. Like if I tell my sister that I interviewed Bob Harper, she will know who that is. Like she's not really tapped into the reality TV space, but back in the day, we had like 3 reality shows you could get in Dubai on local TV. One was The Amazing Race. One was Hell's Kitchen. The other was Biggest Loser. There was like no rhyme or reason, but that's what we had. So it's pretty sick.
Biggest Loser definitely holds a special place in my heart because I I came to reality TV in a little bit of a sort of weird, surreptitious way. But I remember watching The Biggest Loser, and I would cry a lot watching The Biggest Loser
why?
because I just felt for a lot of these people because, you know, a lot of times they're having stories of abuse or like traumatic events that happened in their life. And so part of the coaching, of course, it's not just the eating and the whatever, but it's also uncovering, you know, why those behaviors occur. And so those would be the moments that I would cry.
If I watched it now, I would definitely have a similar reaction.
Yeah.
But I was so young that I didn't retain any of that. I was like, scale went very down. That's very good.
Scale go down.
Oh, scale went down only 10? Ooh, bad game.
Scale went up.
You're
very
doing really
bad.
Which now in context, I'm like, 10 pounds is 10 pounds in a week. Like, that is a lot of pounds.
Well, I think they did a study where it didn't stick or something
Right.
like that. You know, it's actually not very effective because essentially it's crash dieting.
I'm going to hit you with a fun fact, a little behind the scenes.
Fun fact, me daddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how we've had a couple episodes where a loud noise happened?
Yeah.
So one just happened now, but I did have the wherewithal to mute it. So you're no longer going to get unwanted noises coming in to the podcast when you least expect it.
Yeah, apologies about that. It's a Windows update on Pooya's computer, but we think we have it sorted now. So
Yeah. I think I should just risk it and restart it this time.
no, what did we talk about this last time? Don't do that.
But the problem is,
Oh, you mean after we're done recording? Yes. Okay.
I don't mean the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean
okay,
the
okay.
computer.
Yeah, okay.
Because the reason I haven't been updating it is this was a while ago at this point too, where one of the Windows 11 updates would brick your laptop, or some people had reported that it had bricked their stuff, and I was like, I don't want that, so I avoided it, and now I'm just nervous. But I have a feeling it's updated.
I think you'll be fine.
Since then, so I should be okay.
Do you want to know a fun fact? Okay, not a fun fact. It's a
Fun fact, me.
No. It's a fun, mommy. It's a fun coincidence. It's more of a coincidence than it is a fact. But do you want to hear it?
It sounds like I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
Pooya and I both went to the dentist today.
No,
And-
how's this fun?
Because the word today, which by the way, this is no spoilers because you're listening to this we're in the past.
Even if they haven't done that Wordle, they can't go back and do that Wordle.
Well,
unless they go to,
technically,
like,
if you
a
buy
website.
and you have the unlock, but whatever. It's tooth was the Wordle word today. Isn't that wild? And we both went to the dentist.
Yeah, we did.
What a fun coincidence that you shared, Liana. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, the fact was so fun. I haven't recovered.
So fun. I know. You're just
How
wow.
many tries did it take you to get to tooth?
You're gagged. 4. I got it on the 4th
Wow.
one. Because I guess penis is my first word that I guess.
And then laugh.
And then I guess laugh.
As we know.
Yes. And I understand those of you who play optimally, you can come for me. I know it's not optimal, but it makes me laugh to guess penis and laugh. So I guess penis and laugh. Then once I have those two, I always guess those two first. So the day it's penis or the day it's laugh, man, I'm going to crush it. But anyway, and then I go from there. So
I don't know if it's ever going to be penis.
I don't think so. I don't think it's in the word list.
Yeah. Well, no, it is, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't register as a word.
No, but I mean, like, there's certain ones that can be chosen. Because I remember seeing a discussion on our Wordle or our New York Times games. It's the subreddit for the New York Times games. And someone was discussing the pros and cons of penis as a start word.
So this has been a discussion amongst the academics.
The
out
academics.
The internet
academics. Yeah.
So you asked me how my week was.
Yes.
How was your week?
My week was wild.
Okay.
So I feel like so many things
Two
happened
things.
this week. Yes.
Any you would like to share?
Yes. Okay. Well, actually, I heard something, well, earlier today, technically, but what is the most insane letter? D's nuts. D is nuts. D, the letter D is nuts. D's nuts. Round of applause for Liana's joke. Thank you very much. Good job. Got him.
Please, how was your week?
Okay, so first of all, you may notice the flowers.
Yes.
I have been in my postdoc for a very long time. Well, technically I got promoted. I'm associate research scientist now. But my first paper, I have 3 in the works. My first one got published officially, like dunzo.
This
It's
is
out in the
clap-worthy, not
universe.
that joke you made.
D's nuts, you're welcome. And so my mom sent me some flowers. So we are celebrating with the flower. Isn't it look beautiful back here?
It's crowded here now.
We love it.
cramping my style.
Are you planning on gesturing in this
No,
general
but I
direction?
feel like I'm boxed. Like I can't, free flow.
Okay, well, anyway, it's just for this week. We'll take them down next week.
It's a lovely centerpiece.
Because, you know why? I looked at the care instructions for these flowers. They say you have to cut and water them every single day. Like recut the bottoms of each flower off and then stick it back in the bouquet. I'm not going to do that.
Keep something alive,
It's for like best results. Yeah, for best results, it says you have to cut one every single day. And I was like, I'm sorry, but that's
I did not know that's how you sustain life.
Well, for these guys, you have to. Wait, are you mocking me?
No. What?
Are you being serious or are you mocking me?
No, I'm being serious.
Oh, okay. No, you are. I can see that. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your face.
I thought the tone was very obvious. So when you even questioned it.
I didn't know you were supposed to cut your flowers every single day. So when you get a bouquet of flowers, you usually take them home, you cut the bottoms off, you stick them in a vase.
Let me stop you there.
Vases.
I don't know these things because I've never really.
So then you can't mock me.
I
for
just
not
feel
knowing
like
something.
the shock of, did you know you have to take care of this thing to keep it alive? And it's like, that makes sense.
I mean, so they're in one of those styrofoam things, and I have to pick each individual flower out every single day, recut the bottom, and stick it back in. Like, that's just not happening. That's so much work.
You know what they say?
They're beautiful, though.
Beauty is pain.
Pain is beauty. Yes.
That's not what they say.
Oh.
They say beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Yes.
So you got a paper published.
Yay! Yay! And what's maybe more astonishing / exciting is I binge watched all of Deal or No Deal Island season 1. Yay!
Yay! Yeah, which I did 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
so.
I'm now officially caught up. So for those of you who don't know, Deal or No Deal Island, or Dondi, is essentially this sort of strategy reality TV show that's now in its second season. I don't know, how would you describe Dondi?
Reality TV show.
Yeah, it's a reality. Well, it's definitely a reality TV show. There's a social strategy portion, and then there's like a Deal or No Deal portion where they play Deal or No Deal at the end. I do not care for the Deal or No Deal portion of the show, but I love the rest of it. I think the rest of the show is really fantastic.
I like both components.
I feel like the Deal or No Deal part?
I like playing along. I like picking a case and then and here's the thing. No one's in the room when I'm picking cases. I'm very good at picking a good case, every time.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to when you watch next week's episode, because it's in season 2, you can text me what case. And then we'll have...
with my luck, it's going to be a bad case. But no, I hear you. Oh, yeah, fine. I'll do that. I'm just going to send you a number. It's like, why do you send me 18?
Right, but then I'll know the context.
So yeah, because for me, with a lot, and maybe this is, I was thinking about this on my walk today. I feel like I've lost some of the heat I had. Where...
For what?
I feel like before I used to have more stronger opinions, or I would fight my opinions more, where I'd be like, this show is inadequate in this regard and it's not as good as this show and can't do that. I feel like I've lost that now. I'm basically for the show they're giving me, I like it. I like the cast. I like that there's a little bit of component where they have to game. I like that the players almost game more than they need to. And then I like that, the last 20 minutes is kind of just chill, because I do watch a lot of content, and some of the content I need have to go in the can be on second monitor while I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah.
And Dondi is kind of perfect for that, where the first half I'm a little bit more paying attention. It's monitor 1.5. Deal or No Deal can stick in the monitor 2, and it's just silly. So I like it. Because let me tell you, I'm not going to watch a dedicated episode of Deal or No Deal. So this is kind of like getting both my treats.
I have a confession. We listen and we don't judge.
Yes.
One time I watched a celebrity version of Deal or No Deal, but it was the Australian version, because the guy who was playing was Tom Gleeson, who's the Taskmaster in Taskmaster Australia.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
It was part of my Deal or No Deal kick.
I see.
Which I don't even care about Deal or...
I feel like you're big into Taskmaster.
Yeah.
I don't think this is documented anywhere really like that. But you watch all the franchise. You're kind of like the trader's equivalent of Taskmaster to me.
Okay.
But you'll do this thing where you like the people, and then you will actively go and watch as many things that they're in as possible.
Yeah.
Where I don't do that. And I don't know if it's because I'm the idea of going into the other shows is too much for me. But I appreciate.
Oh, like
that
you're
about
saying
you.
that you wouldn't go watch
For example,
like all the Trader, like people that are on Trader.
For example, I really liked Phaedra last year.
Okay.
I did not seek out her other content after the season.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we only have a bandwidth for a certain amount of stuff, so it's like, how much can you really handle?
So you really liked it?
Yeah, I really liked Dondi. I thought it was very fun. I will say I did watch it on either 2X or 3X, depending on which part of the show it was. So if it was the Deal or No Deal portion, I watched it on 3X. If it was the strategy portion, I watched it on 2X. So I kind of got the general gist of the Deal or No Deal part. But I don't know what they said. I don't know.
So this is fascinating. So I don't remember how long ago this was, but when Netflix first introduced their 1.5X speed thing, and there was a director.
It was Judd Apatow.
Okay, so he complained about it. Was like, this going to ruin movies or whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, bro, what? Like, if someone's going to watch it at that speed, let them watch it at that speed.
Yes.
And I listen to a lot of podcasts on a faster speed. I feel like depending on media, I might watch something at 1.5 max. I low-key feel like at 3X you might as well not watch it.
Well,
like,
I think it depends how much you want to get out of it, right? Like if I want to see the general idea of what's happening, like I can see the cases that are picked, I see the offer that's given, I see where it falls in the rank, I can see whether or not they did or don't make a deal.
I guess that's fair because with 90 Day, I watch it at a faster speed, but 90 Day is so slow-paced.
Yes, and also I feel like the people on 90 Day also talk slower for some reason.
Yes,
so it's almost like they record it and then play it at 1.7 or 8 or something.
It feels slower, so I'm able to retain it. But when, you know what? I'm going to table it for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're tabling it for later. Do I need to write this down in my notes app?
Nope.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Well, Rob goes on a very fantastic rant about Judd Apatow and the whole changing the speed on Netflix thing. It's from News AF, actually. Shout out News AF.
News AF's a good time.
I know.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Okay, so you got a paper published. You watched Dondi. Anything else happening this week?
My sister and I got my stepdad for Christmas a bird buddy.
Okay.
And it's essentially a birdhouse that has, you can put like bird seed and stuff, and it's got a camera.
Okay.
And then it connects to an app, and then it tells you when there's birds. And I'm not going to lie, it's really exciting. It'll notify, it'll be like, new species detected. And I'm like,
it can detect the species?
Yeah. So it's like,
wait, do you have
dove.
access to this app too?
Yes.
Is this for him or for y'all?
Well, it's for him specifically, but I have access as well, so I can see what birds show up.
Feels like we're invading the bird's privacy though, no? Like,
Do you think we need to give consent to the birds that we're recording them?
yeah, like let them grub in peace.
It's in Arizona, so maybe I don't know what the laws are there in terms of recording other people.
Well, birds.
Yeah, birds. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. It like pops up and you're just like, ooh, that's exciting. So that's a very positive, fun moment. So like, we're on bird watch. Ooh.
That a thing y'all do?
Well, no, but I'm going to try to make it a thing.
Gotcha.
The other thing that was not so fun that happened is I got a parking ticket.
You did?
Yes.
When?
I got a parking ticket over the weekend. I was going to work.
This is
on
not
Saturday.
the first one. Didn't you get one like 2 weeks ago?
No. This is the first one. So I got a parking ticket and it's absolutely ridiculous. I was so upset that I got a parking ticket because I should not have gotten a parking ticket, because what happened is they repainted the street that I work on. So now there's a bike lane plus a little like open space and then the parking spots instead of having the parking spots like directly next to the curb. Okay. I was barely on the line into the neutral space, mind you, not even into the bike lane at all. And I saw somebody, I'm walking back to my car after being at work, and I'm like, oh, someone in front of me got a parking ticket. I was like, haha, sucker. I'm like, I paid my meter. I'm not going to get a ticket. I walk up. I had a ticket for being parked barely teeny tiny over the line. So then now every day I walk to work and I see all these cars all parked over that teeny tiny line, no tickets. And I'm like, why did I that one day get that one parking attendant who cared?
What day of the week was yours?
Saturday.
Okay. How many people are typically parking around your work on Saturday?
A lot, because we're close to the downtown area where the restaurants and stuff are. So people go park and then go eat. Why me?
Okay, well, first of all,
And
you did.
Yes, I
park
know.
incorrectly.
And that's like the hardest thing to stomach. I mean, it's only $25, so like whatever.
Oh
It's
my
the
God!
principle of
It's
the thing.
25. You're acting like you got an $80 ticket.
It's the
it's
principle.
25 bucks.
I was barely over it, and I was in between the two on this side and the side. It was way in
Barely
between us.
equals
Barely
$25 worth. I think that's more than fair.
In the neutral zone, the bikes have plenty of space. It was just someone was bored. I wanted to give out a bunch of tickets. Is my personal judgment of the situation, and I can't contest it, and I have to just pay it. And I'm not happy about it.
Hey, if you're gonna make a mistake, if I made a mistake that I felt like was small but unfair,
Yes.
and they were like, okay, well, just give me 25 bucks and it goes away. I'm like, okay, that is a reasonable fine to me.
I mean, yeah, that's what I did. I paid the ticket.
You know who's never gotten a parking ticket in this family?
You know who doesn't drive?
You know who has driven though and has a driver's license?
Okay, you've driven a few times. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you know who drives very frequently? And so if we take the ratio, oh, I guess because technically you've never gotten one. I was going to say, we take the ratio of how much you drive to how many tickets. The problem is that you've literally never gotten one. So
Exactly.
it would be zero.
I will keep the undefeated streak for this house. Don't you worry.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway.
Why are you ughing? Why was that an ugh?
Because I'm still upset about it and it irks me. And I'm
Oh
trying
my
to I'm
God.
trying to be chill about it. Oh my gosh. I saw this other thing that was about how, okay, it was life is a soup, but I'm a fork. So like I can't appreciate life because I'm a fork trying to eat soup. So my
It's
thought
like
process,
Carolyn with the cereal bowl and the
yeah,
and
trying
the
to eat
fork.
fork. Yeah, but that actually worked.
It does because she's eating the cereal first and like slurp the milk down after.
Right,
It
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't do it because I like them all together, but I completely get it.
I guess it's the same thing if you eat chicken noodle soup, let's say with a fork, and you like stab the noodles and the carrots and
Yeah,
stuff.
but I
and the
assume in
chicken.
this saying the soup is just liquid with no solids in it.
Right. Okay. So let's say it's tomato soup, right? So it's like a puree. There's no noodles. There's no any. It's not like chunky tomato soup. It's like a puree
Okay.
soup. So then I was thinking, well, then the idea is that you got to find the spoon, you know?
And here comes the spoon.
And no. No,
Here
I
to
just
help your life out.
No, I just mean that in terms of how you perceive an event, right? So I get this ticket and I'm pissed,
Okay.
right? I'm mad. I'm fuming. And then, okay, I've got my fork in hand. I want to stab them.
That's not what that saying is.
I'm pretty sure that's what they meant. So then I was like, okay, how do we like address this positively? Which is that's your approach, right? Like you have the spoon where
Here
you're saying,
comes the
look, it's only
spoon.
here
It's me.
comes that sounded like the wedding song, you know? Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. You were like, here comes the spoon. You know that saying about the hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle?
No.
Why are you smiling like
I don't
that?
know. Let's move on.
Wait, it's a nursery rhyme. It goes, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Something about the fork ran away with the spoon and someone jumped
I
over
don't know.
the
You
moon.
talked about stabbing someone with a fork, so I don't even think you know what these things mean. Okay, so you took an L,
Yeah, I took
a parking ticket
a
L.
fat L.
Okay, you paid 20. Here's the thing, though. It was only $25.
Yeah.
But you know what's not going to happen ever again? You're not going to park outside the line.
Oh my gosh. So then I went to work on Sunday and they don't even ticket. They don't even ticket on Sunday. And I parked and I was like, nope, repark. It's going to be a constant source of anxiety. I'm so excited.
I don't think you should worry about it. I think you're probably going to be fine because think about
Okay.
it. In all this time you've parked without thinking about it, you've been ticketed once. I think
Yeah.
what is going to happen though is now forever you're going to be like, because before, when we'd go to like a store and we'd park outside and we'd see all these people that are just parked in two spots
Yeah,
or
yeah.
too close and we're just like judging them or being annoyed. Now you're going to be more annoyed about the minuscule ones because you're like, you're
saying.
like, oh, okay, hold on. That's fine until they didn't get a ticket. That's not okay. That is $25.
Yes, that's me walking to work every day when
Yeah.
I pass by all those cars parked slightly over the line in the neutral zone. Buttholes.
Life's too short to care about that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm trying to let it go. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, sounds like you're very much over it.
I'm taking deep breaths one day
Okay.
at a time. One day
Yeah.
at a time.
Okay, so that was part of your low part of your week, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that was the low part of my week. Man, a lot happened to me. Think about it. That's wild.
You named 3 things. One of them involved you sitting at home and binging a show at 2x.
Or 3x.
Or depending
Or
on how much
3X.
deal or no deal you consume.
Depending on how
Yeah.
much deal or no deal. I don't know, just open cases. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, skip over that part.
Well, I feel like that was a lot. Like that was a lot of energy devoted to a parking ticket. I just could not.
You're welcome.
That wasn't a compliment.
Oh, I thought you were. I just assumed you were complimenting me.
No. I have a game for today.
You have a game for today?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited. Let's play it.
It's called. I wrote it down so
Okay.
I don't forget it, but I realized I remember it, so I don't need the note.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it the good with the bad.
Okay.
It's inspired by the we listen and we don't judge that you brought in last week.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a category.
Yes.
And you're gonna tell me something that you like about me with regards to that category.
Okay.
And then you're gonna give me the bad, something that you put up with my category.
I'm just gonna say you wanted to play this game. Okay. So we're just gonna preface this by saying Pooya is the one who brought this up.
Yeah. And unlike we listen and we don't judge, if I disagree with your bad,
Yeah.
or I'm like, let me give you a new perspective, I'll chime in.
Okay.
I have no problem with
Okay.
that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm ready.
okay.
But then do we do reversies where then you get asked the same
I'm
question?
down to answer as well. And then if you think of a category, you tell me and we'll do both of us as well.
Okay. Well, let's just see how it plays out.
Why? Oof.
I'm scared.
For what?
I don't know. It's stuff.
What stuff?
Well, let's just see what you have in store. I want to know what the topics are.
All right. Well, I feel like it's pretty topical.
Okay.
Food.
So I have to tell you one thing I like about you regarding food.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't like about you regarding food.
Yes.
I like that we have similar taste in food.
Elaborate.
Well, so like for example, when we're trying to decide where we want, so we do little insight into us. We do one fun food a week, which is we go out or get takeout or something like that once a week.
Doesn't have to be fast food. It's
Doesn't
just
something
food from outside.
Indian, pizza, Thai, whatever the case may be. And I would say that most of the time we are in lockstep in terms of what food we want to get, or we can come to a consensus that we're both happy with.
I feel like we've never really had. I feel like did we talk about this on on one of the lounges where there's some foods I like that you're not really fond of, so I'll typically won't bring them up for our fun food discussions.
Yeah, we were talking about the Popeyes.
Like the Popeyes, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think we're batting pretty accurate.
Yeah, so I would say that that's something that I like about. Okay. And then I have to say something.
We take the good with the bad.
Okay, so the bad is that I think you need to eat more vegetables and fiber.
Okay. I hear you at vegetables. Yes. That's fair.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like when you say that to somebody, I think of people in my life who were like, I call them the chicken tender babies, where we are the same age, we were going to university, and I had a roommate who would refuse to eat a pizza if it had vegetables on it, would never eat vegetables, didn't mess with salads, and that I was like, oh, you don't eat vegetables.
So by comparison, you're like, wow, I eat so
when
many.
I hear it, the instinct is to be defensive, like, no. But I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about your snack lettuce behavior. I don't have that behavior.
Well, I'm not saying you have to go that far.
No, and I don't think I ever will. But incorporating it more into my food, yes. Because I feel like if you counted vegetables as just like onions, tomatoes, I'm nailing that department. But I don't have a variety of vegetables in food I'll make daily. Now, if it's a prep thing, yes, it can go in there. But no, that's valid.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
The good with you and food is that I feel like you have a wide variety and you're no. The thing I like is that I feel like you like exploring. Like you are not opposed to trying new stuff or finding a new snack that you like. Whereas, someone like me, I like the stuff I like. And more often than not, I'll just get those again because I'd rather be satisfied than get something and be disappointed. It's a big fear of mine.
Okay.
I have a bad as well.
Okay.
The thing is,
I have therapy tomorrow, so if this goes poorly, I'll discuss it at length.
Maybe there's something that should be said where you are so nervous about this going poorly, and I'm just like, this is fun. So I don't know what that says about you. Maybe talk about that.
Yeah, it definitely says more about me than it does about you.
You eat funny.
What?
This is not shocking.
Wait, what do you mean I eat
So,
funny.
okay, let's do an exercise, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We each have a bagel in our hands right now.
Yeah.
So hold the bagel.
Oh, I know what you're. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Do how I would eat the bagel.
Okay. You just hold it and you just go. Ow.
Okay. Now ask me to do how you would eat a bagel.
Okay, fine. How do I eat a bagel? What's so funny is one of the grad students in our lab that I work with today, she had a committee meeting and she got pastries and stuff and she got a muffins. And so I had half a muffin.
I nearly said muffin, but I feel like that one is more
I
acceptable.
literally tore it into tiny pieces and ate it in little tiny pieces.
You tore it into tiny pieces first? Like
yeah,
when you
but
feed a
that's
kid
what
type thing?
Yeah, well, because because I wanted to separate the top from the bottom because the top is a different texture than the bottom. And so I wanted to eat those two things separately. So I wanted to eat the bottom part first because the top part of the muffin, best part of the muffin. So I separated them out and then I wanted to tear them into tiny pieces so they'd be bite-sized pieces. I didn't want to just like take a whole bite out of it. I don't like that.
Okay.
But does that bother you that I eat like a squirrel?
No, I don't mind it. Does it to be clear, the bad doesn't have to be something that I despise.
Okay.
It's just that's not how I would do it.
Reason for divorce.
Right.
Eats like a squirrel.
No, like to me, the bad is kind of like, well, I wouldn't do it that way.
That's a weird thing to do.
Right.
Okay,
But,
we listen
yeah.
and we don't judge.
Exactly. So I think this can be a fun thing that comes up every now and then.
Okay.
So
I like
let's
this
do.
idea.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
had fun.
Now you name a category. We'll do
Okay.
one more and then we'll move on.
Okay, I veto that idea because I need time to think about it. Can we do it next week?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, don't think about it too much though. Takes the spontaneity out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we have some old business to address from last week's episode. First things first.
What business?
Is there anything you want to say about the jersey that you wore?
Listen, I didn't know, okay? I genuinely, first of all, when I first got the jersey, I was like, there's no logo on this. So is it like an all-star game jersey? Because again, I'm a very new football fan in that I support a team.
Mm-hmm.
I watch all the Super Bowls, but I don't know the ins and outs. I know a couple of the players on the team I support. I know a couple of the bigger names on the other teams, but there's a lot I don't know. There are so many men on that pitch. Like, how am I going to know everybody? And
So many men.
many men. Yeah.
Title
So
it.
the other thing, relax. The other thing
Title
is
of my
that
autobiography. So many men. All right, continue. No, Beanie, no.
anyway, so what happened was when I looked up the guy,
Yes.
the quarterback,
Yes.
I looked at the wiki, and the last team he had played for was the Washington team.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Commanders.
well, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's the last team. I doubt my sister got me a jersey from before. I didn't even look at the other teams.
Okay, yeah.
And then,
The first comment.
well, no, then
Pooya's a Chiefs fan.
yeah, the first comment was Pooya's a Chiefs fan, which, hey, you pointed it out in the comments. We read everything. I do appreciate that. And I replied, I was like, Lamau, no, it's not a Chiefs jersey. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Doubling
like, it's
down.
all good. I understand completely. And then someone else was like, well,
It's a
actually,
Chiefs jersey.
that's from the conference. That's not even the Washington conference. That is a Chiefs jersey.
Because it had an AFC patch on it.
Yes.
Which I did not notice. I also, because I will say, I thought that the red was the wrong red.
I thought it was more brighter
yeah.
than anyway.
So it all makes sense
well,
in
it's
retrospect.
funny
but-
then to me in context because the Chiefs had just won.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
So the Super Bowl is this weekend. The Chiefs are
Yeah.
playing, so it all sort
Yeah.
of makes sense.
It was so funny. I was just like, this is embarrassing because I stood 10 toes down and was like, lol, no. It's not a Chiefs jersey. But hey, I have a Chiefs jersey. What am I going to do?
So I did see.
Ow.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Do you want me to kiss and make it better?
That's-
Which is the same.
Don't treat me like a bagel.
I did see someone. So the idea, because remember when the Patriots were like a big deal and they were winning a bunch of Super Bowls and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So I saw something about like how the public and the media's perception of the Patriots versus the Chiefs is different because the Patriots kind of played into the bad, like evil
We're the
villain
villains.
kind of energy. And the Chiefs are being sold as someone we're supposed to root for. And I think that's why a lot of people kind of turn on them. And, you know, from what I've heard, nobody wants a three-peat and all that fun stuff. But one of my coworkers today taught me all about bets for the Super Bowl.
Bets?
Yes,
Okay.
bets. and parlays and a
shit.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
so I got to learn
notoriously
today.
hate gambling, so this sounds very shocking to
He
me.
asked me, he was like, how much money would you bet? And I said $5 because apparently that's the amount of money that I would bet. Anyway, okay.
Is he like a big bets on a lot of things
He does
person?
some. Yeah. He does some. He said he won $900 once.
Yeah? How many did he lose on the road to the 900?
I know, right? No, he bet like a couple and then stopped, like, pulled out the money or whatever.
I see.
Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is, look, I will own up to when I don't listen to you, okay? I'll own it. I'll own that.
Okay.
There's one thing, though, I'd like to set the record straight on. I made the joke about the dutiful wife being my favorite hat to wear.
This is so like I'm right and you're wrong.
So Pooya said...
Let's pull a specific receipt.
Pooya said, my favorite hat to wear is the not annoying husband, meaning that when you wear that hat, you are not annoying. I made the joke, you don't wear it very often, implying you are annoying because you don't wear the not annoying hat. And then you said, yeah, I don't wear it because I'm not annoying, which doesn't make sense.
So...
Because you would be wearing the hat.
Oh, I see what we're doing. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
We're bullying the English as a second language guy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That makes sense. No, I understand that.
Your English is better than your Farsi.
So it's still my second language. I don't have to be the best at my first language.
The point is not you didn't understand. The point is not that you didn't understand. The point I'm trying to make is that I heard you correctly because I listened.
You heard me correctly, but I was saying the opposite the whole time.
That was your intention.
Yes.
Correct. Which is fine. And then that's a miscommunication. Just want to point out that I heard you correctly and I was listening. Okay? Okay?
To be clear, first of all, sounds like when we listen and we don't judge last week, that you listened and then judged me for it because...
I didn't judge you. I don't want to be misrepresented.
That should be your drag name. Welcome to the stage, misrepresented.
That's actually pretty good. I like that. No. The other thing that I heard is, are you superstitious in any way?
A little bit, probably.
Okay. You're like a little stitious.
Yeah, I'm not like... this doesn't impact me. But there's definitely, I feel like, stuff I do or think in the moment. But if I don't do or think them, I'm not like, oh, it's over. So
there's a new one that I heard for a superstition where you're supposed to say on the 1st of every month, rabbit, rabbit. And supposedly that gives you good luck for the month. I'm not going to
stitch and shame anybody, so that's not going to happen.
Well, I had never heard. So to me, I'm more of a cover all my bases kind of gal. So like, just in case, what if it does? What if it is important? What if I do need to say rabbit, rabbit at the beginning of every month? And then another woman was saying that you should say bunny, bunny the night before. So right before you go to sleep, you say, bunny, this is sleeping, I'm sleeping. You go, bunny, bunny. And then you wake up in the morning and go, rabbit, rabbit. And then you have good luck. So I think for March, we should try it. And we should compare our luck in February versus March. Because I did not do it for February. I missed the mark.
But wouldn't your theory go out the window if one of us had a great March and the other had a horrendous one?
Well, that's why we collect data. So science, it's important to have multiple data points. And it's important to do what are called pulse chase studies, where you do the first one. So for example, February would be our no bunny bunny or rabbit rabbit. Then we would do rabbit rabbit. Then we would do another rabbit rabbit. And then we would do a non-rabbit rabbit. So do you see how, because the order sometimes can matter.
What if I did a ribbit ribbit instead?
Okay, maybe. Because maybe the animal matters. Maybe the animal is specific to what, to like, ooh, what if it's related to our star sign? Because we're both Pisces. Maybe we should go blub blub.
You're really testing my thing I said about not wanting to stitch and shame, because the more you talk about this, the more...
I'm just saying, maybe it's an option.
I see.
Are there any superstitions that you do follow?
They're not really superstitions, but I guess, do you have one?
The only one that I can think of is if you step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back. So I try not to step on cracks. Have you heard that one?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was something when I was growing up that if you step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back.
I didn't know
something. There's like another part.
Like I know the ones that are like, don't walk under a ladder,
okay,
or like a black cat crossing you.
Open an umbrella inside.
The umbrella inside, yeah. Which I guess I always by nature avoid opening the umbrella inside, but that's just because I don't want to have to wedge it through the front door. So like that's more the
of a
inconvenience thing.
logistics
Yeah.
Well, our current umbrella, the one that I have, it
Is a big one.
but the problem is that the latch sometimes breaks, and so I'm frequently opening it inside. So I really hope that, but not on purpose. So I really hope that one doesn't come through.
Yeah, no, I feel like I don't really follow any superstitions like that. I just get very like, when I'm on a plane and stuff, I'll just like think some thoughts before I fly. I don't know.
Wait, how does that factor into superstition?
It's not really, but
Okay.
it's more so just like stuff that I do, even though if I don't do it, I'll be fine.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I think there's another one where if you spill salt, shouldn't you throw salt over your shoulder or something like that?
Is that to
Sugar,
like avoid a
flour?
curse or something, or a jinx or something?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, see, I guess I'm less stitious than I even thought I was.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
If you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad
Oh,
luck.
that one I do subscribe to.
Oh, have you ever broken a mirror?
No.
Okay.
Never broken a mirror, never broken a bone, never got a parking ticket. Couldn't be
So
me.
what? Okay, I've never broken a bone either. And technically, I've never broken a mirror, except for one time the mirror fell off the wall and it broke. But I didn't do. I mean, okay. Well, technically, I hung the mirror. I did. I hung the mirror.
Yep.
But it was like 3 years later, so that should count as like I should get 3 years off of my 7 years of bad luck. So I should only get 4 years of bad luck.
When did this? This was in this apartment.
Yeah, this was in this apartment. It fell off the wall and it broke.
Yeah. See, I didn't break a sweat. I was like, I didn't put it up there.
I'm clean. But my luck impacts you now. So if I have bad luck, you by proxy will also have bad luck because I'm in a bad mood. That's why I got that parking ticket. It's all the mirror.
And listen, you brought up the parking ticket. You know who's not really bothered by your bad luck?
Okay, that says more about you though.
No, I'm an empathetic person.
Yeah.
And I feel your pain, but sometimes, why make that face?
But what?
Sometimes it's pain that you can shoulder alone.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to allow me to carry this burden by myself.
Hey, you make me carry my burden alone all the time.
What burden do I make you carry alone? Every single thing. How can I help you? What do you need? How can I support you? Shoulders of giants, baby. Get on up here.
What?
Like we're in a circus act. You can stand on my shoulders.
No, I kid. What I'm trying to say is that when it came to the ticket thing, like,
I know. I'm working my way through my emotions.
I know, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate you
happened
saying
here?
that. I don't know.
This is cat. That's clam.
I constantly wake up with like bruises and scratches and stuff.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
The weirdo.
I run into stuff all the time.
You do. You're very clumsy.
I clip walls. I am actually quite clumsy.
Yeah. My ankle. There used to be a time where I was like, yeah, this ankle ain't gonna last, because at least twice a year, I would like roll it really bad just walking.
Okay.
And I remember in my freshman year, we were out walking around campus at night, and I rolled it really bad. In the moment, I felt a lot of pain, and then I kept walking, and I was fine. You know that
Okay, you walked it off.
Yeah. Well, I was also drunk, which I think helped.
Yes.
Because I was like, meh, meh, whatever.
Yep.
The next day, I woke up, I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh, because it was so swollen.
It was swollen. It didn't look like ungodly. It didn't look disgusting, but I couldn't put any weight on it. Luckily for me, on my floor, we call them res fellows, I think. Person who like upperclassman who's like manages the floor. Her room was across mine, like just right there.
So you hobble over there.
I hopped enough to the door to be like, Shannon, please get someone, because like I can't do this. So they brought like people over, and it ended up being fine. But since then, I've never rolled it bad enough, because I've rolled it. Obviously, I'm walking, like you step on the crack and
you break your mom's back.
No, well, my mom's back is intact. But then my ankle too intact, because never again have I had that level of like bad news bears.
For your ankle, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, you can do exercises to strengthen
I think that's what I've done.
for your ankle mobility.
Yeah.
So I had plantar fasciitis, which is essentially you get an irritation in the fascia where your arch connects to your
Fascio.
heel. Fascia. And one of the things they have you do is called toe yoga to strengthen the muscles in your foot. So you
Missed
need ankle
opportunity to
yoga.
not just call it toga. Like, why would you call it toe yoga?
I don't know. That's what
Bad
my
marketing.
sheet said. It said toe yoga.
Yeah, it's horrible marketing.
Toga.
Fire
Right.
the branding person.
If I ever go back there and have to go back to physical therapy, I'll propose it as an option.
Oh, don't give it to them for free though.
I'll sell it to them. I'll be like, guys,
I have a way to
Great idea.
revolutionize your business. In exchange,
everyone's
though.
gonna want to do toga.
Yeah.
Speaking of Reddit,
No good things start like that. Nothing good comes of this.
I saw on our Unpopular Opinions,
Okay.
someone said, wait, hold on. I wrote it down because I wanted to get the exact phrasing correct. Because I wanted to ask your opinion on this and how you felt about this.
Okay.
So someone
Let me
wrote,
sit up.
the Karen speak to the manager haircut is hot and I wish more women wore it. And this is what they wrote. I like the way this hairstyle looks. This woman will be confident and direct. The cut is sassy, emphasizes the cheekbones, and is a good alternative to more traditional hairstyles.
Can you repeat the first sentence after they said they like this haircut?
Yes. So I like the way the hairstyle looks. This woman will be confident and direct.
Okay. This woman, look.
Yes.
You would like to be the submissive in the relationship. And that is, you know what I mean? It's like,
okay.
you like being bossed around a little bit. That's cool. A haircut doesn't say all those things. I think the problem for me is, I'd have to think back to before it became known as the Karen haircut to see, like, did I find it attractive then? Because the sad reality is I can never unsee it or unthink of it as anything but the Karen haircut.
Right.
And that, like, also, there's a difference between having someone be assertive or, like, a little bit, like,
No.
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 That person who posted it knows. The difference between that and a Karen is that they're just being horrible to like retail workers and stuff. And to
I
me,
see.
that is not the sexy bossy you want.
So you associate those two things together and
They're-
you can't separate them. But what if is there a universe where you can separate and just look at the haircut for the haircut? But I guess their logic was also that it's implied that this person contains certain personality
right.
traits.
It comes with the haircut, which I disagree
so then
with.
what's the cool, sexy, bossy haircut then?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think I don't associate haircuts with personality traits.
Okay.
I do associate haircuts with a character now, and that character is the quote unquote Karen.
yeah.
Because what do you think about that haircut? You into it?
I have no opinion on it, but to me, it's associated with someone who's going to be rude to the wait staff.
Yes.
So to me, I just immediately see the haircut and assume they're going to be mean.
I mean, I feel like there's, people have done this with like facial hair, like this
The
makes you look
studies.
douchey. This is the mustache alone. If it's thin, is creepy, or like if it's got like waxed up, it's like this. Like people do have these judgments on things, and I don't think those are judgments that are fair, but I do think that this is just a byproduct of, growing up and seeing stuff enough and associating it with something, and especially if it becomes a trend and you see more. Because the Karen haircut, there are quote unquote, again, I'm going to quote unquote, because the name Karen has been ruined, I think, forever now.
No, I feel bad for all Karens.
I know. People who hold the name, not the people who do that behavior.
Yeah, of course not.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, that is their government name.
I'm telling you this, I've watched like Karen compilation videos and stuff, and not all of them have that haircut. But
Yeah.
if you told me, hey, the last 10 you watched, draw them, I'm using the haircut every time because it's just like cinched into my brain like that.
That's the police sketch.
Right.
Like, this was the lady.
Yeah.
This was Kids Bop Mom.
So to the person who put that on Reddit, who definitely does not watch this, but might as well, what you like, you're associating with the haircut. But I think those are different types of dominance, different types of assertiveness that you are thinking of.
It did get a lot of upvotes because I think it is truly an unpopular opinion. Like it was on our Unpopular
Oh,
Opinions. Like it's
yeah.
a good
I mean,
unpopular
this is-
opinion.
Yeah. I mean, this is a whole, like, when people do hot takes and you're like, that's not hot take.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hot
Yeah.
take. Yeah.
It's a
hot
very
take.
unpopular opinion.
It's a very unpopular. But what's the difference between an unpopular opinion and a hot take?
I think a hot take is I guess it's the same.
I think they're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. That essentially it's, how
Yeah,
can you
'cause
say something so controversial?
Well, a take on something and an opinion on something are different, I suppose.
If I have a take on this, that's my opinion. So to me, I think they are
That's
equivalent.
true. They're about the same. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
my take and my opinion is that I'm
do
not
you-
cutting these flowers every single day. You know what I
Do
mean?
you have an unpopular opinion?
I was going to ask you the same question because I don't think I do. But the thing is yeah, exactly. That look. See, that's the thing is because I live in my own universe where I've made decisions that to me are normal. But
Well-
someone looking outside in would be like, that's a hot take.
Speaking of something that I thought happened last week, speaking of last week's podcast, is that you mimicking yourself because it was not that good.
Well, no, I'm saying that maybe my unpopular opinion is that you should tear up every single bread product that you eat
for
into tiny
example,
pieces.
I'm finding out every week on this podcast that I have some opinions that I think are standard and are
Yeah.
unpopular.
Yeah,
Like the
okay.
grocery store shopping thing.
Yeah.
The veggie tray discussion last week. A lot of veggie truthers coming out the woodwork.
This is my other opinion, though, right? Is that I think that, okay, and no offense to the veggie lovers, that's me. I'm included in this. But we maybe are more vocal about fighting for our veggie rights than the people who are like, I would not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
So my thing was I wanted to speak on this this week, and I forgot until this very moment. I don't think I was clear in what I was saying.
Okay.
I feel like my thing is when you are on like when we're going out to a place where it's like we're trying to, it's a cheat day kind of. I feel like you sometimes will try and go the healthy route on the cheat day. And I'm just like, it's cheat day. And the veggie tray is indicative of that mindset. Not to say that the veggie tray is wrong for being there.
I will tell you, I have been doing my own little scientific adventure about what makes me feel the best as a human being.
Right.
Right? What gives me the most energy, what makes me feel good, what doesn't make me feel like lethargic.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, eating vegetables makes me feel better.
Right.
So even if it is a quote unquote cheat day, I will still have those fun foods, but
yeah.
I need, I gotta get my veg.
It's more of a flaw in me as a person, if anything, where like, for example, if we're on a walk and I want I want something treaty, and I'm like, you want to get something? You're like, I'm good. I'll wait till home. I'm probably not going to want to get that thing now. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with, I don't want to feel like the lonely person who's like doing the unhealthy thing, I don't want to do it alone.
Okay, but do you feel like you apply that logic to other moments in your life, or is it just like a food thing?
Right now, I would say no, but I would lean probably yes.
Okay.
Right? I'm assuming if I dig deeper, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know what? Yes.
Okay, so I had this breakthrough the other week.
Okay.
Where I realized I'm happiest when I'm doing what I want. Okay? But wow, revolutionary. Like, what a thought.
Did you know that you have to tend to plants to keep them alive?
And I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to be happy about it. And even if they die sooner, I'm so sorry, flowers. I love you very much.
Oh, we're going to have to dress up for the plant funeral next week on the pod. I'm not ready.
Well, okay, I'll write the eulogy. It'll be fine. We'll have a memorial. That, and we'll take that burnt bit of Carl, and we'll throw him on here.
Oh my God.
It's
All
still
right, please
hanging on.
make your point.
Anyway, the point is that I'm the happiest when I feel like I'm doing the thing that makes me happy, right? Okay. And when that is at odds with what I perceive other people want. Like sometimes it's in direct conflict with someone, but sometimes it's like I perceive that this other person wants this. Like, for example, with your food analogy, right? You like all of a sudden now you feel awkward instead of wanting to just do what you want. And now you feel like there's some perceived conflict. Like you make that up in your own head.
Oh, it's for sure.
Yeah. So my new goal is we're just pushing through that and we're just doing what we want in like a nice way. Like not okay, like not in a people pleasing way. Obviously, we want to be considerate of others, but you know what I'm saying? Does it just that make sense?
It's weird. Like, for example, if we go shopping somewhere and there's a claw machine and I want to get involved, I'll just do it.
Yeah, you should.
It's with food and stuff like that where I feel a little bit, because I'm like, I feel like you are a bit of a worrywart. Am I about to eat something that's super unhealthy and you're going to get concerned and in your head? Because then I don't want any part of that.
I see.
Because then it just robs me of my enjoyment as well. As well as I'm making you worried for no reason.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm giving you permission that if you want to do something, you should do it. And then you have to live with the consequences of that.
Okay.
Okay.
probably not going to change how I behave, but good to know.
Okay.
Good to have in my back pocket. In those days where I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to push through it.
Yeah, good for you.
Very rare.
That's right. That's part of my stability in motion, which is my theme of the year. Stability in motion. And the icon is a little guy on a skateboard, and he's like pushing through. It's me. I'm on a skateboard. And part of it is obviously going to be stable on skateboard, but also you have to push the external environment to be able to get where you got to go. So you got to push back.
Have you talked about this on the pod before?
What, my theme of the year? Mm-hmm. No.
Because you just spoke about it like we should all know what you're saying. And I live with you, and I've never seen stability in motion. And
I showed you.
skateboard.
It's in my journal. It's my theme of the year. Stability in
I
motion.
know your theme of the year. I've never seen the logo for it.
That's the logo. It's a little guy going like this.
Yeah. Okay, what was the good I said about you when we did the good and the bad? Take the good with the bad.
The good thing that you said is that I'm willing to try new things, and sometimes you'll like get stuck in a rut, and I'm willing to like let's try new snacks, let's try new foods, that kind of stuff.
Okay. What year did I roll my ankle last?
Is this the quiz that I asked for?
I wasn't going to do this, but you asked.
2011.
Well, you don't need the year. You could have said freshman year. I would have been fine
Okay,
with that.
freshman year.
Yeah. Why is 5 my favorite number?
Oh my gosh, because 5 on 5, 5 for 5. Okay, you count 5, 10, 15, and then also it's a lot of football stuff.
Like what?
Like 5-man football.
And
5 and 5, 5v5, 5v5.
that's the same thing. You're just repeating different.
I got like 2 of the reasons.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Nah, for the record,
I think I'm nailing this.
I think you do listen to me. You do listen to me.
Yeah.
The reason why I didn't want to do the quiz was because I think that's silly.
But I think I nailed it.
I think for me, it's with a lot of things, right? Where it's like, I just want to feel like you want to do it. It's not that I need you to do it. I would like for you to want to do it. And I do feel like you want to do it.
And in my defense, I forgot about all that. So the fact that I knew the answers, I was not trying to over-prepare.
I know. I didn't bring it up or anything.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it when we talked about last week's because I wanted it to be a genuine, like, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Has my collar been up the whole time?
We are not reshooting this.
We're going to
Pop your collar like you're in grade 7.
Whatever. I think it's hidden by the microphone. It's fine.
I've been looking at you this whole time. Didn't even notice. Yeah. Couldn't see past that's the person that got a parking ticket.
Ah, yes. Well, speaking of reframing the world, I want to talk about my mug. So,
do we have time for this? Or
yeah,
should we
I think we
wrap
have
up?
plenty of time. It's the FFF mug, and it stands for, so sometimes you feel like there's a lot of things that are outside your control, maybe a lot of chaos going on in the world. So what do you focus on? Friends, family, fiber. FFF. So that's what I'm going to apply when I'm thinking about my parking ticket. I'm going to go, Liana, what's really important? This parking ticket? No. Friends, family, fiber. Bing. Pooya's thrilled.
It's very cool.
Thank you. And we have 2, so he has one also. So you can have matching mugs.
Yes.
Thank you.
What category do I fall into?
Family. Well, you're certainly not fiber. And you're not my friend.
I'm not your friend?
Well, no, you are. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. But you would probably fall into the family category first in terms of the subset for categorization. Genus, family. The species, Pooya.
Because, like, the 3 Fs thing is a thing. It just, for most people, it's family, friends, and fitness.
Oh, no. We're okay. Well.
Have you never heard of the 3 Fs before?
I have not heard of the 3 Fs. Is
Really?
this like a live, laugh, love kind of thing?
Yeah. No, well, I remember my sister's bio on social media was like, the 3 Fs are important to me: family, friends, and fitness.
Well, fitness is important to me. So I think the other fun part about fun, also something important. The fun thing about the mug is that you can essentially do parentheses so you can add as many as you want. You can add fitness, you can add fun, you can add French fries, you can add what other fun things that you like.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
At one point, I did have the apathetic version of that.
What's the apathetic version of
No Fs.
No Fs. Well, your UGG mug. The UGG mug is pretty much that's the no Fs version.
The no Fs version, which I have 2 of. Well, the thing is, the UGG mug was a gift I bought for you.
Yes.
The white one.
Yes.
And then when I moved in, I kept using it because I like that mug. And then you were like, it's my mug. I don't even get to use my mug. And I was like, well, you don't really drink out of the mugs anyway. And you're like, yeah, but it's my mug. And I was like, okay, if it's your mug, then I'll buy one for me. So I found the equivalent of that and I bought that one. And now I exclusively drink out of both mugs and you don't drink out of that mug.
Because I'm using my travel mug when I go to work.
Yeah.
I don't have time for at home.
I've noticed I rotate like 5 mugs now.
Okay.
And I still can't get myself to throw the ones I don't use out.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. We got a lot of mugs.
we do.
Anyway.
You know, it's a collection. Yeah. That and hoodies. They're kind of like the 2 things I collect at this point in my life.
Yeah.
I need more hoodies.
No, you don't.
I do.
No,
I would
you don't. You
especially
have so
no,
many.
no.
You have
especially
so many.
I don't have so many.
You have so many. Pooya has literally a separate. Okay, so we each have our own set of drawers.
Yes.
Okay. Then we have the closet, which we split in half. Half
Yes.
Pooya, half me. Then Pooya has a complete separate dresser just for his clothes.
Which you use as well.
I have half a drawer. Out
You
of the
have one
6
drawer.
drawers, half a drawer, because your stuff is also in there. Out of the 6 drawers, I have half a drawer. And you have the whole rest.
Yeah, but we're talking about hoodies, not all my clothes. Hoodies.
Yeah, but the hoodies are part of the general problem. They have so many clothes.
I think that I could benefit with some variety in colors on my hoodies.
I agree with that, but then
Especially-
throw out the ones that have stains or are ragged.
Okay, so some of them are for houseware.
Okay, sure. Your
Some
indoor
of them,
hoodies.
yeah, some of them are for presenting.
Okay.
Exhibit A.
Mike the Headless Chicken. Yeah.
And then some of them are the I don't care what happens to you hoodies, where you still want to have that comfort of a hoodie, but you don't care if it gets a stain on it. You don't care if it's like raggedy.
How is that different from the indoor hoodie?
Because the indoor one is chilling. Like you're chilling, but if you have to get on a video call, you're chilling. It's cool. If you have to go outside with it, it's cool. You're chilling.
Okay,
It's not
so-
like it's in the middle.
Okay, right. So there's sort of 3 categories. It's like your top tier hoodies, your mid tier hoodies, and then your I don't care what happens to these hoodies,
Yes.
but I still want to wear them.
Yes.
Okay. Like I'm
And-
painting my painting pants.
Right.
Like I have a pair of painting
or
pants.
cooking hoodie.
Sure, that you can get like
because I
oil
think
stains and
gradually
stuff.
every hoodie will get to that time in its cycle.
Yeah, that makes
whether
sense.
it's because there is like a bad stain that's like not been removed after wash, or if the sleeves get like cut up or
Frayed.
something.
Yeah,
Or like the hoodie like strings are gone. Then it's like, okay, you've been demoted.
Yeah.
But I'm fine to get rid of those, but I would like to replace them first is the thing. But then
No, you can't replace them first. If you get rid of 3 hoodies, you can purchase 3 more hoodies.
yeah, no, my thing about wanting to get new hoodies first, then get rid of is because I'm getting rid of the bottom tier ones, right? I'm getting rid of the I don't care
Yeah.
what happens ones.
Yes.
But in the interim, then the ones I wear every day end up being worn during I don't give a damn what happens to this. Then they like get bad faster. So that's the problem.
I think you have to decide which ones are getting demoted. Like who's getting relegated to the lower league.
Yeah, the relegation battle
Yeah.
in the hoodies. Yeah, who's going
Yeah.
where?
Yeah.
Because what I've noticed is now that, because obviously when I'm streaming, podcasting, I can wear a hoodie this week, same hoodie in a week. That's fine. But what I'm noticing now with the Pooya and Liana Lounge, I'm a lot more conscious of the color scheme. And I was like, well, I can't wear this again, even
I
though it's
just
been
wore
like
it.
3 weeks. But it's only 1 episode a week, and it's like all
Yeah.
video. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't wear that again.
Yeah.
So
No, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand that concern. Well, all right. Well, we'll get you a couple new hoodies when you throw out your old ones.
okay.
Okay?
You heard it here first. If I throw out 2, I can buy 4.
No.
All right. Hey, it's time to go.
Not how that math works.
That is what you said.
Not how
So
that math works.
yeah. Also, fun fact, you were wrong.
F can be one of the fun things. Fun fact.
Nah, I don't like fun facts as a fun thing.
Okay, what was I wrong about?
Last week's podcast.
Yeah.
In the middle of talking about like you not remembering names.
Yes.
You brought up a player, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that was on New
trade.
Zealand too. And you
Yes.
were like, no, blah blah blah. And
Yes.
then who was right?
You were, and I gave you credit in the little editing thing that I did. So
did.
yes.
But
you're welcome.
you were like attitudey about it.
In text, I
Yeah.
literally wrote it was this. Pooya was right.
Yeah, Pooya was right. ...
Okay, that's how you interpreted that.
No one in the history of humankind saw those ellipses and didn't think, yep, she didn't want to give him credit, but she had no choice. ...
dot dot dot. No, the thing is I don't mind being wrong about stuff. I would rather be correct. Like I wanna know the correct answer.
Right.
I don't have to be right. Does that distinction make sense?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus also, yeah, okay, it's New Zealand season 2.
Unpopular opinion. We have to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say I'm sleepy once. Are you proud of me?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I thought of not doing it because it's kind of cringe, but then I did it.
Hella cringe.
Might have to edit that one out.
I will.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna leave it in because I want you to look cringe, and just everyone knows how you upset me.
It's a very rare occurrence for me.
Whatever. I got you with a D's nuts earlier, so we're all even.
I think we might have to examine the use of the word "got you."
Oh my gosh.
Because you just did it without any like prompting.
Pooya and I were talking about roasting each other, and Pooya's so much better at it than I am. Like, so much better. It's not even a comparable. It's like, again, it's the whole thing with an adult football player playing against a child. You know what I mean? It's not even close. I can't even do it.
It's funny because I feel like you're good. Like when we watch shows together, we're good at like roasting them.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to like you versus me,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what it is, if why there's a wall. Because I'm like, I'm plenty sure I'm giving you plenty material to use, but I don't know.
I just blank. I just don't want it. I don't want to hurt you. I think that's, whereas this someone,
That's the thing, right? Is that I don't think you could.
yeah, beardy boy.
Yeah, see? Or I'll say, your best that you do is I'll say something, you're like, no, you that. And it's like, great. Excellent.
Wait, what was the thing where I went, you're chicken? I can't remember what the
I
setup
don't remember
was.
what that was.
So
either.
bad.
Yeah.
But the point is that I'm going to work on that. Maybe that's going to be my New Year's resolution, is I'm going to work on roasting
I don't think you need a whole resolution to find new ways to roast me. I feel like that's
It's
fine.
not new ways to roast you. It's just roasting you effectively. Like a chicken. Roasty, roasty, nice and toasty.
Ouch.
Get burned. Anyway, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay. We
That's
do
it.
have to go now, though.
Yeah, we're officially
Yeah.
going now. I'm Liana. You can follow me at Lianaism on Blue Sky. And Drag Race is going on. You should watch it, and the pod. And it's great.
I'm Pooya. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Pooyaism. And you can listen to me on the 90 Day Fiancé podcast and the Traders podcast. We do good things on both of those. And also on twitch.tv/Pooya. I feel mean. This is mean. I don't know why I'm mocking you when like I think it went out the door after the plugs. Is that me?
Is that me?
Okay.
Okay.
Why are you making doofus face?
That's you.
I'm not a doofus.
I'm not a doofus. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. This is what we mean about roasting, though, because you're literally doing a child's thing of just mirroring me.
I think I never progressed out of that.
No, It's very clear in the way you mock me too.
Oh, I somehow changed the watch face
What?
on my Google.
Y'all have a good week. Take care. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. How did I do that? I don't even know how I did that. It's like.